You ever make a bet so dumb it almost rewrites your whole life? I mean, the kind where you hear yourself talking and you think, well, guess I'm really doing this, huh? That's how it started for me. That one evening on the 42nd floor with the city burning gold outside the glass. I've been sitting there, just me and Dad's old chessboard, playing out moves in my head, pretending the world made sense on 64 squares. And that's when I heard the knock. Didn't even look up. Just said, come in. Next thing I know, this janitor tall guy, gray-green eyes, moving like he's got nowhere special to be, rolls his cleaning cart in and stops, staring right at my board like he knows something I don't. Maybe it was the loneliness, maybe arrogance, hell, maybe both. But I caught myself smirking throughout the kind of line you can't take back, beat me in chess, and I'll marry you. You ever just toss words in the air, waiting for gravity to smack you? He doesn't even blink, just meets my eyes with this calm I wish I could buy, says, my name's Liam, and I play for real. And something in his tone told me this wasn't your run-of-the-mill late-shift janitor, but I didn't back down. I'd spent half my life carving out this empire, killing it in boardrooms, making men twice my age sweat bullets just by raising an eyebrow. They call me ruthless, said I had everything: respect, power, money, all the checkboxes. What they didn't know, I'd trade all of it for something that feels real at 2 a.m. when the city's dead quiet. But you can't order love off the menu, you know what I mean? So we reset the board. He watches my opening like he's scanning x-rays, not chess pieces, calls out my queen's gambit, declined, like a friendly weather report. Then the game starts, and everything I thought I knew about control just evaporates. Liam doesn't just play, he orchestrates. Every piece has a purpose. Every move slices closer to something I can't see until it's too late. By the 10th move, I'm sweating. By the 15th, I'm scrambling. And when he finally says, checkmate, there's no gloating, just a quiet satisfaction that stings worse than any boardroom loss I ever took. The board mocks me, the king on its side like a little tombstone for my pride, and all I can do is stare. I lash out, you hustled me, but the words sound weak, even in my own ears. He just calmly resets the pieces, says, I never said I was just some random guy. You assumed that because of what I do. That one landed sharp and cold. I saw what I wanted to see, and it wasn't the truth. But curiosity's a stubborn thing. Later that week, I start digging, telling myself it's due diligence. What I find? Liam Carter, once a chess prodigy, rating high enough to make grandmasters blink, a career cut short by heartbreak, and bills the guy gave up everything to take care of his sick wife and daughter, now cleans floors for insurance. Suddenly, the narrative flips. The man who wiped me off the board had sacrificed more than I'd ever risked. It shook me up in ways I didn't expect. The twist? Life's not just about secrets, it's about timing. A few days later, I'm heading to the parking garage when I hear shouting. Liam's down there, kneeling by his daughter, panic in his voice. Little Emma's gasping for air, her face turning that terrifying shade of blue you never forget if you've seen it once. I drop everything, call the ambulance, use every ounce of CEO authority to clear a path. Those next hours blur together in a mess of hospital corridors and anxious waiting. But by morning, Emma's stable, and Liam, for the first time, lets me see what's behind those guarded eyes. Gratitude, exhaustion, fear. That kind of vulnerability you can't fake. After that, something shifts. We start finding excuses to cross paths, coffee breaks, late-night chats about everything and nothing, our edges softening. Emma becomes the bright spot in our world, her art taped to the fridge, her questions making us both laugh. I start to feel for the first time in years like maybe I'm more than just a collection of achievements. But happiness is never a straight line, right? The past always circles back. Some junior associate records, that first chess game, the marriage bet, and uploads it to our company social. Next thing I know, my whole life is viral office gossip. The comments are brutal jokes about the CEO and the janitor, digs at class, whispers of scandal. Calls from HR, board members, even family. It's ugly. Worse, it makes me question everything. My judgment, my pride, even Liam. And when I finally confront him, all my insecurities boil over. I accuse him of setting me up, of using me. He just looks at me, hurt and disappointed, says, You think everyone's got an angle. I hope you might be different. The elevator doors open, and just like that, he's gone, leaving me with the sour taste of regret. You'd think I was the low point, but life still had lessons for me. Another asthma attack for Emma, another desperate call, and this time I don't hesitate. I drive across town, crash through every barrier just to get to them in the ER. I see Liam, broken, terrified, and it hits me all my power means nothing if I can't show up for the people who matter. That night I stay, not because I'm needed, but because leaving would mean giving up. Afterwards, I go to their apartment, no plan, just hard in my throat. Emma lets me in, shy smile and all, and we play chess, but not the way I used to. She narrates stories, makes up rules, treats the pieces like friends instead of weapons. She tells me, winning's not the fun part. It's all the things before someone wins. I'm floored by the simplicity of her wisdom. For years, I've been obsessed with victory, forgetting what it means to actually live. Things change after that. I bring Emma a new chess set, maple and walnut, carved like art. Not charity, but a bridge. Liam and I start talking again, really talking. He tells me about the struggles, the dreams, the reality of loving someone more than your own future. I let down my guard, admit the toll my own ambitions taken. Even when the board threatens to oust me, I realize that what scares me most isn't losing my job, it's losing this small circle of real, messy, beautiful life we've built together. Months pass. Emma's health stabilizes thanks to new treatments, and hope returns, slow but steady. We buy a small house together, a backyard where Sundays mean lazy chess matches. Emma reading on my lap, Liam smiling across the table. The game is still there, but it's not about checkmates anymore. It's about laughter, stories, the simple act of choosing each other over and over, move by move. One afternoon, as sunlight filters through our new maple tree, Emma looks up and says, "Maybe you could both win." And for once, I understand the real victories aren't on the chessboard. They're in the ordinary, imperfect, hard-won happiness of building something real. Yeah, we still have challenges, still have scars, but in this new game, played one move at a time with trust and forgiveness, we've both already won. So tell me, what do you think? Is winning really about who claims the king, or about having the courage to start over, to choose connection over competition? Because if you ask me, the real end game isn't about power at all. It's about finding the people who make you want to play, even when the world is watching. And that, my friend, is a story worth betting everything on.